Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we actually got another new surprise update in Warzone. We've got the March 2nd update, and this is actually a small title update. I believe it's version 1.54. It's about a gig on PlayStation. I'd say about the same on Xbox. I'm not 100% sure on that. Then on PC, it's a little over 4 gigs with Modern Warfare installed, and we actually have quite a few interesting changes in this one. So as we break them all down, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, around 55% of viewers watching are not subbed yet, and every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, so feel free to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications. Also, quick little side note, Gamer Advantage now finally officially is shipping to the UK, so if you ever want to cop a pair of frames for yourself, they got plenty of options for the frames, then also some options for the lens as well, and Code WHosImmortal gets you a nice little discount, and the link for that will be down below. But let's go ahead and get into the March 2nd update. So first up, from modes, we have some adjustments coming to Vanguard Royale tomorrow with the weekly playlist update. They say we have been happy with the response to the Vanguard Royale LTM and are releasing further balancing refinements this week based on your feedback. When Vanguard Royale re-enters the playlist rotation for all squad sizes tomorrow, you can expect the following changes. Core health is getting increased to 150, so 50 additional health. If you have full armor, you'll now have 300 health instead of 250. So they're actually increasing the TTK and the health here, which I think is really, really cool. We agree with the feedback that the TTK has crept beyond the sweet spot and hope that this adjustment will improve the player experience and sentiment. And I have a feeling that if they actually end up enjoying this, if the community likes this TTK, we might see these changes to core BR. UAVs are now available in the buy station for 9 grand. So they're bringing UAVs back, but they are going to cost $9,000 instead of $6,000. So that'll obviously change up the pace of play a little bit. Our goal with these changes is to deliver a more balanced, fair, and engaging experience. We will continue to monitor the impact of these changes and make additional updates where required. So honestly, like, some pretty interesting stuff there. I won't lie. Like, that actually is going to change up the pace of play in Vanguard Royale a lot. And I'm especially curious to see what's going to go on with the TTK changes here, because 50 additional health is an extra 1 to 2 shots, sometimes more depending on where you're landing shots in the body and obviously what gun you're using. So honestly, some pretty cool stuff there. As far as the bug fixes go, they fixed the collision issue with various elements across Verdansk. As we see every single time there's patch notes, they're always fixing the exploit spots on the map. Fixed an issue causing players to get stuck while proning underneath certain elements such as stairs. Fixed an issue with elements at the chemical factory to improve system performance and reduced hitching. Fixed an issue with the Wade bundle operator skin that was appearing headless. So the headless horseman is in fact being fixed with this update. Fixed an issue causing the SMG Charlie, that's going to be from Vanguard, so that's the MP40, the short barrel to incorrectly affect locational multipliers. Fixed an issue causing the Bren's Royal barrel to bypass its intended damage fall off, so that's also being fixed now, so the Bren barrel will be slightly worse. Fixed an issue causing optics on the Vanguard Alpha Sniper Baltic blueprint to appear opaque. Fixed an issue that caused Nebula 5 rounds to penetrate riot shields, so that won't happen anymore. Issues with the Nebula 5 rounds on melee weapons. You could put them on melee weapons, kind of weird, but you can't anymore, obviously. They fixed an issue with those, the visual effect when used with launchers as well. So Nebula 5 rounds got a lot of fixes. They also fixed an issue causing placeholder images and descriptions to appear for various store bundles, different placeholder descriptions for the Whitley camo unlock challenges, so those will be updated now. Placeholder text on the parties tab for the social menu, an issue causing certain restricted operators to be usable in Vanguard Royale modes, and then also fixed an issue causing the bomber plane's ADS UI to remain stuck on the player's screen when landing and holding the ADS. So handful of bug fixes. Unfortunately, nothing major about console performance. Hopefully we see some other changes there soon. And then for weapons, they actually just nerfed the XM4, and that's it. The XM4 neck damage multiplier was decreased to 1.33 instead of it being 1.5. For additional weapon and attachment changes, please refer to the bug fixes section above. So obviously they're referencing the short barrel on the MP40 and then also the Bren's barrel being nerfed as well. But I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see any other changes here, considering that the Bren, I don't think the Royal barrel was the only thing affecting its damage to be mad busted. It could have been, but they did fix that, but there's no additional nerfs to the Bren, nothing crazy with that, just simply an XM4 multiplier nerf to the neck. So not really a crazy update here. However, this change to Vanguard Royale is definitely going to be very impactful. Obviously, that's not going to be live until tomorrow, and tomorrow we have the whole playlist update, but I was expecting a little bit more. All right, post-edit Zach here. Hey, hi, how you doing once again? I do also just want to quickly mention, now that I'm going back and editing this, when it comes to that Bren Nerf and, you know, limiting that damage drop-off on the Royal Barrel, I truly don't think it's going to be enough to, you know, get the Bren out of that top spot for range. Even without the Royal Barrel, the Bren's TTK is still phenomenal through pretty much any range, you know, up to 60 meters, it's still frying. And you could even experiment around with some of the other range-based barrels and it'll still feel very, very good. So while this is a slight nerf to it and that's a step forward, I don't think the Bren is going to be going anywhere because of this update. So just a heads up, as far as the meta goes, I don't really see any major changes here. And even with the XM4 and multiplier nerf, it's still going to be a top weapon too. Obviously, if we go over to the Trello board here and look at the issues that are listed here, we have the exploitable spots for Caldera. As I said, this is never going to be taken off the Trello board, and we're probably going to see this updated in every single patch notes update that we see ever in Warzone, just because they're always fixing jump spots that are broken, rocks that you can glitch into, stairs that you can't prone behind, whatever the case may be. So that's not going anywhere. The freezing, which is partially fixed from the last update, but still very prominent in game, not really addressed in this update at all. And even that's like that should, in my opinion, be like one of those priority updates, because literally freezing and not being able to play for 5 seconds is pretty game breaking, but that's still on the Trello board and no adjustments on that. The redeploy balloons and those not appearing on the TAC map wasn't really mentioned here. The crashing on Xbox also was not mentioned in those patch notes either. This is what I find a little bit interesting about the Bren, is that they don't mention the Royal Barrel being the cause of the higher than normal damage profile here, but obviously that's all that was referenced in the patch notes, so kind of interesting with that. And then also weapon attachment perks. Players may notice an issue that unintentionally allows weapon attachment perks to transfer between weapons. Also not mentioned in those patch notes, where you can put 11 attachments on, you know, Vanguard weapons and have tight grip and hard scope, or tight grip and vital. You could put some of the Vanguard perks onto Cold War Modern Warfare weapons and have a Cold War AK with tight grip or hard scope where it has no recoil. You could have an XM4 that has vital on it. You could have a PPSH that has gung ho on it. So they're like, some of the more game-breaking issues here weren't addressed in this update, which is a bit disappointing in my opinion, but I don't think it's the worst update in the world, obviously. I do think it's cool that they are testing the TTK with Vanguard Royale. And like I said, if that goes over well and players really like that, we could very easily see that potentially transfer maybe to Rebirth and then ultimately to Caldera at some point in the future to increase that time to kill even more and bring up that skill gap and make it so that you actually have time to react in a gunfight, which I do think is pretty cool. But all that being said, that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the quick little video covering these patch notes, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, every day you already know I got you covered with all things going on in COD. News, updates, loadouts, tips, you're going to find it all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.